it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
I'd like to welcome everybody in to the After the Flag broadcast of the WSRC SimWiki National Series from Daytona International Speedway. So far, looking like a decent crowd for the race today. We hope this will be a good one for you all to sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the race. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We will be right back. Just under 5 minutes to go in the practice session here at Daytona for the opening round of the SimWiki National Series. A lot of the same drivers, some new ones from last night in the Truck Series, but either way, we are hoping for a nice, clean race here today. 8 drivers so far have signed up or registered for the session. We are hoping for a very, very good race today. I've said very good race today a lot. I understand that, but I don't really know how to commentate through practice. So I'll just let you guys sit back, listen to the motors of the cars, and I will hop back in during qualifying.
Robert, your burnouts are no match for me. Major oof.
We will be right back from a quick commercial break. We're back live now after the drivers meeting. Sarge Man currently sits on the pole with a 50.063. Next closest is, oh, never mind, Corey Harsh just takes the top spot. And it looks like he's only on his second lap. You're looking now at Sarge Man right now. No, never mind, you're looking at James Sullis, who just set his third lap in 49.894. Cam Eben now with the 48.86 or 876, so he is now at the top of the timesheets. Still, 2 drivers need to set their lap. Looks like Glenn Burden is out on a flyer right now. He just started his first lap, I believe. Popping over the Corey Hartz with the American Sim Sport car. Looking very good. Up to Andrew Singleton now. He is up in the P number 2. I'm not sure what lap this is. It looks like, yep, that was the end of his run, so he will start second by the looks of it, unless Glenn can knock him off. Burden looks like he's setting, I believe, his second lap. Never mind, that was his third, and he will go to P number 4 with a 49.922. Most of the field is in the 49s except for Sarge Man with a 50.068. Looks like he is still on track. And I'm not sure if Robert Dimitova and he will. Robert's going to go out for a qualifying lap with 3 minutes left in the session. He's just barely going to have enough time to get his lap done. So we're going to stick with Robert for the duration of the session. The rest of the field is set. These drivers have 3 laps to complete their qualifying effort. This is a little bit different than what would normally happen. But normally they will only have 2 laps or it will be an open qualifying session. But special rules for this race here. He's got to keep a more consistent wheels through that turn if he wants to top Cam Eben's time. Cam had a very strong run through the opening part of qualifying. He best Andrew Singleton by just under 1/100th of a second. So it's now up to Robert to dethrone Cam or any other person from their respective position. Completing his first lap, let's see what he comes across the line as. It will be a 50.723. That is looking pretty strong for Robert to beat Sartaj and Colton. he might have enough speed to get himself into the top 5. Taking a little bit of a lower arc through the corner this time. Hitting 180 on his own down the backstretch. Heading into the turns 3 and 4 now. He's got to keep a really consistent wheel through the corner. He wants to have the best run possible coming onto the front stretch to start his final lap. White flag will be in the air now for Robert. This will be his last lap. He's already beaten Colt, and he puts it in the wall. That will do it for Robert's lap. So the qualifying order is set. Cam Even on the pole. Andrew Singleton will start second. And that will wrap. And the rest of the field is being shown on your screen right now. Hey, can you please stop joining, dude? We're going to cut away to a commercial break. We'll be right back with the starting lineup.
In the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The drivers are just now rolling off to start their pace lap before the WSRC 105 at Daytona. Let's go run down your starting grid. On the pole today, Cam Even will start alongside Andrew Singleton in row number 2. James Solis will start alongside that number 37 car of Glenn Burton. In row number 3, Corey Hart will start alongside Sartaj Mann. And rounding out the field, Colton Lyson. Oh, we're getting turned under the pace laps. That, I'm not even sure what happened there. That is ridiculous. That is uncalled for under any circumstance. I'm not quite sure why we had that instance happen, but looks like these guys just can't handle themselves already. Very unfortunate to see these guys need to let the cars back by. But here are your keys to the race, brought to you by Top Shelf Diecast. 150 miles, 60 laps, stage break will be on lap 20. 50% fuel for these guys, but since this is iRacing, tire stops will not be needed. And keep that car clean. They will only have 2 fast repairs today, so this will be interesting. Ready to take the green flag. Looks like we only have 5 cars down to start the race 6. And they are green flag racing in Daytona. Oh, and the 49 has pushed the 22 car out of line. Not a great start for Anderson. He's just gone backwards. Oh, two American Eagle SimSport cars are in the wall trying to run that top line. He's going to drift back. 49 starts coming in with no help. 49 now goes to the wall. These American Eagle SimSport cars are way out of control. They are 3 wide now. Oh man, this is just racing with sheer stupidity. I can't sum it up any better. Maybe it looks like he's having a little bit of connection issues. That could be dangerous for these cars. Everybody's trying to get away from that blinking car of him. He might fall far enough to back worth racing. Looks like they have single filed out and calmed down, so we'll actually see some actual pack racing here form up at the beginning. Are both respective members of the Daytona SimSport team, looking to go around their brother team of American Eagle SimSport, those 3 cars back there, so 5 cars in an alliance in this field. But to be real, I don't know if they'll even work with each other. And the 14 car has been spun by Sargent. Look like he will save it. They'll stay green flag racing. Sargent has not been too kindly. Oh, and there's wrecking, and that will be a yellow. Unfortunate turn of events for a lot of these cars. We're gonna step away. We'll be right back after the commercial break.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
Welcome back from the commercial break. We have just received word that they have been asked to settle down, so if these guys do not settle down in the coming laps, they will probably be removed from the session. That's not the way they want it to go down, but if that's the way it's gotta be, that's the way it's gotta be. Looks like we're going down for green flag pit stops now. A bunch of people look like they're gonna pit, and looks like we're gonna have some people getting busted up for some pit road penalties here. 49 and 14 taking it double file down pit lane. They will be told to come down and serve it under green. Andrew Singleton down and away quickly. Looks like the 57 car did not pit. Everybody else did. We're gonna step aside. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break. Welcome back to the World Sim Racing Championship. Back your the drivers of the 49 and 14 were both warned, and they will have to serve a drive-through penalty under the green flag. So watch for those guys to come down and pit. They will probably pit together and come out together. But we are ready to take the restart. We will have 13 laps left in the stage. Let's run down the grid. Corey Hartz and Anderson to make up row 1. Colton Lice and Star Trek Man make up row 2. James Solis and Glenn Burton make up row 3. And Robert DiMantova and Cam Even will round out the back of the field. And the green flag is back out, and we are racing once again in Daytona. 49 will try to make his way to the bottom so we can get down pit road immediately. They have 3 laps to serve a penalty. Looks like the other 2 American Sim Sport cars will get out to the front rather quickly. Oh, it looks like Cam Evil will get underneath Robert DiMantova, and he's blinking once again. Not very good signs here. Andrew Singleton will go up the racetrack to go with his teammate Robert DiMantova, and they will push the 11 car of Colton Lights in front. 49 below the apron, 57, that looked like he got pushed down there. Oh, 3 wide on the restart. Looks like they will keep it clean. Let's watch from the pit. The 14 and the 49 are down. They are serving their drive-through penalties right now. 6 cars still remain with the field. Looks like 37 is dropping back a little bit. Oh, Cam Even is blinking a lot. That is the dangerous. They're inside each other. This might be the chance for Andrew Singleton and Colton Lights to pull away. With Cam blinking and disturbing up the draft, that they might not be able to catch the rest of the field. But if those other 3 cars hook up, they will probably get right back to them. We'll keep an eye on this situation here. Looks like Sartaj Man and James Solis are back out on the racetrack. They are 25 seconds behind the leader. Cam Even still blinking a lot. That's not going to be good for their draft. If he's blinking, he can't stay in the draft, and he will be constantly falling back. But it looks like he's got it figured out, and they're going to come right back up the field. Still blinking. That is very, very dangerous for the cars around him. 37 car might try to look to the high side, and he will try to get around. No, he won't. He'll stay back in line. And at some point, you gotta wonder, will Corey Hart just drop back to his teammate Sartaj Man, and the person helping him, James Salas, to pull him back up to the field? Or will he just try to ride it out, keep up with the rest of the pack? That is one scenario to think about right now. Let's ride on board with Andrew Singleton. That'll come around the complete lap in 12, 8 laps to stage end. Looks like Robert Dimantova will escape under Cam Even. He will now be hung out to dry. That's probably a smart move for the cars in that pack. They will be trying to get around the braking car of Oh, there's some shuffling of the order. Andrew Singleton will go to the race lead. That is his first lap select tonight. Cam is caught back in, is now back in line. He will continue, and oh, he's up the racetrack. He might have gotten a little bit of help from the 37 car, but it's now the two Dayton Sims teammates. Oh, we got a spinner. Cam even spins down to the bottom of the racetrack. That will probably be a caution. Looks like I will have to throw it for him. And that will be the caution flag. So that is definitely the caution that they were hoping for, the 49 and the 14. But still, the 22 and 20 cars of the Dayton SimSport team out in front. It looks like Cam Even is still having connection issues based on the relative. Not much we can do about that. He will just have to figure this out on his own. He might throughput eventually, but we cannot speak for him. So we're going to stick with them for pit stops here. Now the question is, do they stay out for stage points, or will they pit and try to force their car, or force it to the end? That's the biggest question here. And it looks like the 22 cars making the decision to come to pit road. Robert Dimantova will stay. No, he will not. He will come in with the rest of the field. Looks like everybody will make it into the boxes just fine. Let's see who will win the race off pit road. Here comes Cam Even coming into his box. He seems to be going rather fast, but I can't say. And Andrew Singleton will get off before the 49 and 14 get to him. So will Colton Lights, so that will put the 11 of Colton Lights and the 49 of Sartaj Man right next to each other. I'm not sure if we will have a one-lap dash for stage end. But a very quick stop there for Andrew Singleton. He looks like he took fuel only with the 5.8 second stop, and Colton Lights a little bit quicker with the 4.6. I don't know. Let's see if we can dial up our race leader at the moment. It does not look like I can do that. Yep, it does not look like I will be capable of doing so. We're going to step aside, give you guys a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the World Sim Racing Championship National Series from Daytona. Andrew Singleton leads. They're coming to the green flag. Looks like we'll have a 3-lap dash to stage N. Clifford even is for some reason taking it 3 wide before we start race line. Corey Hart is still on pit road. I guess he will not be rejoining the racing surface. It looks like Andrew Singleton will get down and away. 3 laps to stage N. And there are 3 wide already. Cam Even's trying to force his way up the middle. That probably will not work well for him. That will separate the 11 and 49, so there will be no working together for those two. The 11 car now hung out to dry. Oh, Simmons is loose. They're in the wall. Will save it. They're wrecking behind them. Caution flag is out. That will be the stage end. Unfortunate turn of events there. We'll be right back. We're going to get you guys a replay of that accident. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break. Here is your guys' replay here. It looks like there's a little bit of shuffling going on. Andrew Singleton made contact with the 55, 11, and 49 car, just got into each other. Unfortunate turn of events for them. But we will return live now to the front of the field where they are down pit road. Looks like Robert DiMantova will stay out. He does not have any interest in pitting. Let's see who comes down the way the fastest. Oh, and Cam Eben is doing burnouts down pit lane. I think he might have gotten spun coming into his box. Never mind, he is just acting stupid. We will see you guys on the other side of the break. Welcome back to the WSRC National Series from Daytona. We're sitting here with 2 laps to green so far. Cam Eben has been removed from the race for as the officials call it, not driving with his head. As you saw, under the caution, he was doing burnouts down the pit lane. The admins will not take that. So his day is done. The 57th day is done. So we're down to 6 runners. We are sitting here with 2 laps to green in the 60-lap race. So 100 miles to go for all these competitors. Unfortunately, we do not know how many people have taken their fast repairs, so we can't gauge for you what sort of situation they're in if drivers are willing to take risks. I know there are a few drivers that have already used fast repairs, but some have not. But we cannot properly gauge for you the exact number. So we will be coming to 1 lap to green here, and I believe the 2nd caution of the night. Hopefully they can take a green flag the rest of the way, but maybe not, maybe they will. It'll be interesting here. So let's run down your starting grid. Oh, we got a little bit of hecticness behind them. I don't know why we are 3 wide. They need to get themselves sorted out. Looks like they will, just a little bit of issues. So, we'll run down your starting grid. Andrew Simpson will start alongside Robert DiMantova in row number 1. In row number 2, we got James Salas starting alongside the 37 car of Glenn Burden. And rounding out the rest of the field will be Sartaj Man and Colton Lights. So as they come down to the Daytona super stretch, ready to take the green, Lights are out on the pace car. No more mandatory caution from this point out. Fastest lap of the race so far goes to Robert DiMantova, so he will get the bonus points in that respectiveness. Maybe he will take home the W today. It's his first ever win in the WSRC. But only one driver in this field at the moment who is on the lead lap has a win in the WSRC, and that is Andrew Singleton, the veteran, the 2-time champion in the WSRC. This is season 5. He has taken two championships home already. Pace car is down, and we are back green flag racing here at Daytona. Good jump from Robert DiMantova. Looks like Anderson will have no help, although that is his teammate below him. It looks like they will get away just fine. Oh, they are taking it 3 wide. James Salas shoves his way underneath Glenn Burden. They are 3 wide in the first turn. Anderson will probably look to slide back with the brother team of American Eagle Sim Sport, or he would drop in line with the 37 car Glenn Burden. 4 cars on the bottom, 2 cars on the top. Looks like we got a little bit of mind games going on here. The 2 American Eagle Sim Sport cars have split up and they are running top to bottom, both in their respective rows. But Robert DiMantova safely leads this thing at Daytona. Lap number 24 now, 23 laps completed. Just under 100 miles to go in this race. At this point, this is anybody's game. That number 11 car, though, of Colton Lights is 1 lap down. He will be waiting around for the next yellow. We believe he was repairing damages, that's why. Oh, and there's 3 wide. James Salas going to cut up the inside of Robert DiMantova. And he will take the lead. Unless Anderson will have something to say about that on the outside line. Who will lead this lap? It's going to be a close one at the line. Looks like James Salas got there first. He will take that lap. real-life racing experience in go-karts. Looking to utilize that skill here. He is out in front. It looks like Robert Dimantova just shoved his way in front of the 49 car of Sarkar man back there. That's for 4th position. Andrew Singleton trying to get something to work on the outside line with Colton Life in his rearview mirror. It looks like he might just want to go and drop right in behind his teammate here, Robert Dimantova. Unless Colton Life will do it before him. So Andrew Singleton's got to... Oh, never mind. Robert Dimantova will slide up, and the Dayton Sim Sport cars are now connected. Colton Light's a little wiggly back there. He's looking to get his lap back the hard way. He's got to take it easy, though. He is all over the place. He puts the 22 car on the wall. Unfortunate turn of events for the 22. It looks like he will keep up the pace. It looks like Sorry Slash Man will fall back to the help of his teammate, but back up front now. Andrew Singleton has managed to keep up with the rest of the pack. James Solis still leads this thing. They're going to go back to the top. This looks like we're going to go back to the old style of NASCAR, 2-car tandem. They will go right back to the top side, but they do not have a run. Looks like Corey Hart is back on the racing service. Never mind, he is not. Oh, he is loose. James Sauce. Looks like he got a little bit of help from the 37 car of Glenn Burton. And Robert Dimantova goes for the lead, and Andrew Singleton will clear the 14 car. Dayton Sim Sport back to the front of this thing. Robert Dimantova definitely looks like somebody who could be a racer today. The way he is driving James Sauce and Andrew Singleton as well. But to be fair, we cannot count any of these drivers out. Like Colton Lights has caught back up to the field. Aiming back, looks like Sarge Man is 6 seconds off the pace. I'm surprised that the 11 car would not drop back and help his teammate since the 11 car is not on the same lap as them. It looks like Andrew Singleton got shuffled out of the draft. He will now get the help of Colton Lights. These guys are brother teams, so them helping each other out wouldn't be surprising, but you never know. Robert Dimantova, he's going to try to get him up the racetrack to get back to him. Andrew Singleton and Colton Lights still working that top line. Robert cannot give up this position or else they might never get it back. James is a very good driver, and he will push him up the racetrack. Robert will go up to the help of his teammates. They're wiggling, and the 37 car is spinning. 37 car is spinning. Will we get a caution flag? I'm surprised we have not got a caution flag yet. Caution flag, ladies and gentlemen. Just had to check with something there. Colton Lights will get his lap back. We're gonna step aside. We will be back in 60 seconds. come back here. Looks like all four cars will pit. Glenn Burton, I think, will fall down behind them. Yes, he will. The 11 car of Colton Lights has gotten flat back, so all 6 cars are now back on the lead lap. Let's see who emerges from pit lane first. We've just passed the halfway point of this race. Who will get out pit road first? Who will have the fastest stop? Andrew Singleton down the way with the 7.4. Oh, and he looks like he will receive a little contact there from the 20 car with a 7.7 pit stop. Andrew Singleton, great job of nailing his box with the 7.4 second stop. James Saws, however, he got a 6.1 second stop. He had a little bit of a wheel spin, I believe, coming out of his box because his pit time on pit lane was a little bit longer. Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
On the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
You are watching a race from the World Sim Racing Championship presented by the After the Flag TV. If you are interested in joining the WSRC, please contact WSRC_official on Instagram. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Sim Racing Championship from Daytona SimWiki National Series, WSRC 150. Ooh, a little bit of a hiccup there in the broadcast, guys, but we got everything figured out. Now, let's take a look back at those race keys, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see here in the race analysis, it did say, keep that car clean. As you can see, these guys have been involved in a number of wrecks. I don't know how many fast repairs they have left. I believe Glenn Burton is out of fast repairs. With next speed for him, though. Another one of those tire stops aren't needed. As you see, nobody, I believe, has done a 4-tire stop yet this race unless they have had major damage. And you see that they have taken advantage of that. They will take the green flag once again on lap 35. They will have about a 26-lap shootout to the end. A little over 50 miles. And they are ready to take it on. Let's ride inside with James Saws, as he is carrying the SimWiki in-car camera here with us. We're gonna watch him on this restart. Let's see how he does. And you know what? Let's feel free to crank it up. And it looks like James Sauce will escape to the front of the field with the help of the two American Sim Sport cars behind him. And oh! He's off the infield. Will he save it? He's going to come back up on the track. And we stay green, I believe. Yes, they are good. Looks like two cars escaped from... Oh, never mind. The caution flag has come out. I'm not sure if it was just for that chaos that occurred on that restart. Very, very chaotic start there, but other than that, they had a fantastic restart on that one. Very good work from James Sauce to get himself to the front, but unfortunately he got himself put right to the back after that one. It's like Colton Lice is down on pit lane. Looks like he is the only car on pit lane at the moment. He must have been the car that got caught up in the wreck. Looks like a bunch of other... Robert Dimantova has hit the pit lane. We're gonna step aside for a quick commercial break. We will see you guys on the other side.
it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
Welcome back to the World Sim Racing Championship from Daytona, WSRC 150 in the SimWiki National Series. We're on 1 to green here. Colton Lights has disconnected from the server, so we are now down to 5 runners. It is the 49 car of Sartaj Man and Glenn Burden up front. Looks like we're still on 2 laps to green. So they will take the green flag with 20 laps to go. Our time might be a little bit off, so if you do see that, please ignore it. I do not believe it's right. We're now on 1 to green. Yes, the lights are out on the pace car. So 1 American Sim Sport car remains, and both Dayton Sim Sport car remains. So there will be a 20 lap dash to the finish. 50 miles to decide it all. Any driver could be a threat at this point, especially those 2 Dayton Sim Sport cars. If they hook up and work together, they could be a threat to the rest of the field. But James Salas has shown some promise here. He could find his way to the front at the end of this race. But I have as good of a guess as you do. Ready for the restart here. They are doubled up. Robert Simito just off to the right of your screen. You can see him coming into the picture now. 5 cars remain. Who will take home the checkered flag here? The pace car is down, and we are back to green flag racing from Daytona. This is a really good start from the second row of James South. He will push the 49 car out and away from the rest of the field. Andrew Singleton trying to get Glenn Burden to get going, but it doesn't look like he will have the power to do so on his own. He will have to slide down behind his teammate Robert DiMantova, and that will leave the 37 car of Glenn Burden out to dry. Singleton now successfully has cleared Glenn Burden. It looks like it is going to now be another battle for the front. Will Robert DiMantova and Andrew Singleton hook up? And the question will be, will Glenn Burden go with him? Because if they can get 3 cars onto that outside line, they might just be able to get the job done. Or they could play it safe and they could save their stuff for the rest of the run. I do not know, but I believe they might have to hit for fuel with 50% fuel. They might not. I might be wrong. We'll see here soon. Glenn Burton is going to try sticking behind Andrew Singleton and Robert De Mantova here. They might get the 3-car run on the outside that they want. And the question is, who will play defensive? Will Sartaj try to block that top lane? Will James Solid try to block the top lane? He nearly puts Robert De Mantova in the wall. Check up and go underneath. Very dangerous driving here from James Solid, but it looks like it will pay off for him as he leads this lap. Singleton now on the bottom with Sartaj man. He's going to push him right by James Saws. But James will have it on the outside here. But oh no! No. Robert has left. Robert has left the number 22 car, or has left the 14 car to drive. It looks like he will slide down in. But James, that might just be the bump from James. Because James is on a mission. He's a man on a mission to get back to the front. Robert De Mantova looks like he sagged back a little bit. He might have a little bit of front damage there from making contact with James there in the early goings. Let's ride on board with James. Like all the cars are back together now. Who will be the first to make a move on Sartaj and try to get back to the front? 15 laps remain. Sartaj man. Andrew Singleton knows what it takes to get it done. He's the original first race of the season. In season 1, he took home the W. Will he do it again today? James has slid back a little bit. He might be trying to set up for a run on the high line. He can get a good exit here. Looks like he will. Does not look like he will fall back or fall to the outside line. Go at the stripe. Interesting, he's making movements like he wants around that 49 car. If he can get someone to go with him, I bet you he would gladly go to the top. Laps to go at the stripe. Sartaj man still leads this thing. Robert Manitoba, it looks like he slid back off the pack. I'm not sure if he is still within drafting range. It looks like he is. But he's got to hope to close up, and he's got to hope to close up fast. That damage on his nose will not be helping him. Sartaj all over the track. He is defending that first position like it's his baby. Popping motion to see if he can get somebody to go with him around Sartaj, because he knows if Sartaj leads this thing the whole way, that he might not see himself. He might not see himself at the front of the end of this race. James closing into the bumper now of Andrew Singleton. Andrew Singleton, will he go underneath? Will he go to the top? It looks like they will. Oh, and he turns him! He turns him! Oh, no. There's the caution flag. That is not how Andrew Singleton wanted to see his race go. Being taken out with 11 laps to go. What an unfortunate turn of events for Andrew Singleton there. Let's go back and see if we can find a replay. As you can see, James Salas ducks below the double yellow line in reaction to Andrew Singleton's movement, and it looks like he just barely got him, spun him around. But luckily, Andrew Singleton kept it off any wall. He will be able to continue, just not the way he wanted his race to go. So back up front now, we have 10 laps to go. This is where you gotta decide. Do I pit and get fresh tires, or do I stay out and try to maintain my lead? Sartaj looks like he's made his decision. He is going down pit lane. I would be surprised if everybody else didn't do the same. So everybody will get on the pit road just fine. Who will have the best stop? Who will get out of pit road first? That will be the question. Andrew Singleton with the farthest up pit box out of all of them. He will have pretty much a straight shot on exit. Who will have that fastest stop? 5.5 second stop for James Salas. 5.5 second stop for Sergeant Man. James Salas 3/10 quicker off pit lane, but I don't know if he got it. We'll see here in a second. No, it looks like Sartaj Man did it, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Glenn Bird, Andrew Singleton, and Robert Manitoba all took 4 tires. At this point, you got nothing left to lose. You got to go for everything here in the closing laps of this race. We're going to cut to commercial break. And when we come back, a non-stop run to the finish. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is the World Sim Racing Championship presented by After the Flag TV. If you are interested in joining one of the 3 NASCAR series that they have, please DM WSRC_official on Instagram or contact them through Discord. They have their own Discord server. It is on their website down below. We take you now back to the front, where we have 5 drivers left, with 2 laps to green. Sartaj did a very good job of defending the front of the field for the longest time. But the question is, will James Salas get the jump on him in order to get around him? I believe we will have a 6-lap run to the finish. So if they wreck on the first lap, they will be able to get green once again. But if they take the first lap and it's green the whole way, the race will end on that. Alright, we're coming to 1 lap to green. Let's run down your order. Starting on the front row, Sartaj, man, great job of defending so far this race, but will he be able to do it for the rest of the race? We'll start alongside James Salas, who has seemed like a dominant force tonight. I would not count him out for the win. Now in row number 2, Andrew Singleton on the outside of that row. He has led a number of laps here with the help of his teammate Robert DiMantova. Will Andrew Singleton find himself in victory tonight? The 2-time champion might just have the trick of the sleeve. And Glenn Burton, the rookie, hasn't led a lot of laps tonight, but he has been there. He could very well be the one who avoids the wreck at the end. He could be the one taking home the checkered flag tonight. And rounding out the field, Robert DiMantova found himself at the front of the field tonight with the help of his teammate Andrew Singleton. Any of these cars could very well walk away with the title here tonight. Now the question is, which one will do it? We are ready for the start of this thing. Ready for the restart now. 6 laps to go. The pace car is down. And we are back green flag racing here in Daytona. Sartaj will try to defend every lane he possibly can. Andrew Singleton is going to stay behind James Salas. He's not going to... Never mind, he will slide down. Never mind, he won't slide down. He's making a very indecisive decision. Now he will slide down. That since James Salas has slid down. 6 laps to go here. Sartaj man leads. Glenn Burton is tucked up right in behind him. And James Salas all over the rear end of the number 37 car. If anybody's going to make the run, it's got to be the 22 and the 20. Got to work together to get to that top line. The 14 will just move whoever's in front of them, so I don't believe the 14 car will play too kindly being on the outside. Never mind, I spoke too soon. 14, 37 move up. Never mind. It was a fake by James Salas. Now Andrew Singleton and old Robert DiMantova moves at the racetrack. Will Andrew Singleton do the same? No, they will not. They are going to stick on the bottom below Glenn Burton. They are going to try and pass him. 2 more positions made up for Andrew Singleton. 5 laps to go. Who will take on the checker flag? Glenn. All over his rear end. Next flag will end the race. done. They gotta start it now. They will not have enough time to try to go around on the high side. Car is showing signs that he wants to go to the top. He wants to help these guys out. It does not look like neither Anderson nor Robertson and Total want to budge. They're now coming to take 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go in this event. Days, what a turn of events here. Glenn has gotten the job done. What a finish. Let's see if we can get him in here. Let's see if we can get the... Let's see if we can get Glenn to move down. If not, we might have somebody else move down, but... Oh my God. What? I don't think he led any laps today. What a finish. Here in the WSRC National Series. What a performance. Hats off to the 37 car. He's not going to let this race go forward. looks like we will not be able to get an interview with anybody here today. Unfortunately, guys, that will wrap up today's event. Congrats to Glenn Bundren on his victory here today. We will see you guys next week for the running of the WSRC Truck Series from, I'm not sure where it's from. Other than that, we will see you guys later. Take care.